Pennywise is surprisingly anti-queer is the funniest sentence I've ever read. It Chapter 2 is Oscar worthy for this long. Manny Mua. I'm guessing a lot of people know who this guy is. Watched It Chapter 2 last night and I really liked it. However, I could have done without that scene in the beginning. I literally felt sick to my stomach watching that. Okay, if nobody knows who, Manny Moa is, YouTuber, Instagrammer, dreamer, LOL, I'm so gay. Insta, Manny Moa, 733, Snapchat, Manny Moa. Okay, this guy is infamous, infamous for being openly, flamboyantly gay. I have no problem with that. But what I do have a problem with is the amount of negative attention that the film's been getting over the past few days ever since its release. I understand that there are going to be those types of people who are easily triggered by something that they immediately start focusing in on themselves, despite the fact that it's got really nothing to do with you or as a group. But we are living in times where everybody is triggered. Everyone is a snowflake. Now, I'm not counting myself. I ain't no snowflake. I'm an apex. I'm not an alpha or a beta. I'm an apex. Okay? Now, I see the film, and I enjoyed it. My expectations of it, the first time I heard of it, were pretty low. I was used to the first version of it. I'm not going to lie. I was used to the first version with Tim Curry, the TV adaptation of it. Obviously, it was edited back in those days. A lot of stuff was taken out. A lot of content was taken out. A lot of the violent scenes within the novel itself were taken out and, like I said, adapted to TV. These were different times when this film came out. We were still living in the early 90s when the film was made on TV. People weren't easily as triggered back then as they are now. See, people back then were a little bit more mature than what the expectation of today's society is now. The culture of today's society has grown to a very sensitive, overly dramatic time. Everybody's offended about everything. You can't go a single second without offending anybody. Okay, so fucking what? The gay couple in the beginning of the movie was beaten and harassed by a bunch of slack-jawed redneck hicks in a small town. What do you expect? That's just the way things are. And it's not just that. You shouldn't even be concerned with just that. If you're so easily offended, you should be offended over the, the little girl that was killed underneath the bleachers that was tricked into sympathizing with Pennywise because he used the blemish on her little cheek in order to lure her in as some form of relatability. It's like, oh well, I can relate. I'm also called a freak, and everybody doesn't care about me, and blah blah blah. Blah. You know what I mean? It's terrible, and I'm a father. And I'm always afraid for my children's lives, especially now these days. But I'm not going to bitch and complain about it because I knew what I was getting myself into when I saw the film. Okay? I knew that everybody was going to be a victim. I knew that everybody was probably going to die. I knew that some of the probable most favorite characters weren't going to make it all the way across the film, just like it did originally. But come on, I mean, this film is not homophobic in the least, okay? Grow the fuck up. It's not anywhere near homophobic or anti-gay. One of the main characters is secretly gay. Okay? One of the main characters is secretly gay. If you don't believe me, go see the film again. Go see the film again. Pennywise, when he shows up in front of Richie, played by Bill Hader, I know your dirty little secret. You know exactly what it is he's talking about because they even made the reference of it in one of the flashbacks where Richie was younger and he was at the arcade and he wanted to play an extra game with some little blonde kid and they started harassing him over being queer. And those aren't my words. Those are the words that are used in the film. Okay? Now, you put those things And I'm talking now in a more social, cultural position here, okay? Because I'm not afraid of telling people how it is. This is a simple fucking truth. If you can't handle it, maybe you should just get off this channel right now, because what I'm about to tell you guys is going to be harsh reality. Okay? It's going to be a harsh reality, and you're not going to like what I have to say. And it might even trigger a lot of you. But here's a simple fact. You feel so ballsy to question the mechanics used in a film targeted towards horrifying people, because that's the point of a horror movie. It's supposed to horrify you. Go up against certain other demographics that are cruel to the LGBT community, or those of gay orientation. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Russia. Have you seen the laws that exist in Russia that are anti-gay? Go complain to those motherfuckers if you feel so fucking brave. Here's another one. Okay? And this is where society has lost complete common sense and intelligence indefinitely. You want to go up against another group who is insanely prejudiced against the gay community? Go against the Muslims, the Islamists. I dare you. Those people make it a religion to kill gays. Don't believe me? Google it. Google it. Okay? You hear about this stuff all the fucking time. Just because mainstream media doesn't report on it doesn't mean it's not true. But there are gays that are thrown off rooftops in the Middle East because they're gay. Okay? No sympathy, no mercy, no. They're literally thrown off rooftops to land hard, break their bones, or half living, half dead kind of scenario. Let them bleed out or whatever. Okay? You want to pick fights against people who are anti-gay? Don't go against a fucking movie. Don't go against a fucking movie that is made to entertain, where everybody's a victim. Everybody's a victim. Okay? Everybody gets killed. Gays, heterosexuals, men, women, white, black, young or old. They're all equal. All of them are equal. Just because they opened with that one scenario, it wasn't targeted towards the gay community. It was to emphasize on how fucked up that town really is. The kind of influence that Pennywise has on the people of Derry. Because that's what it is. Read the fucking book. Okay? Read the fucking book. Pennywise has a negative influence over everybody at Derry. Well, not everybody. There are some people that are immune to that kind of nature. But a lot of the people there in Derry, within the story itself, are affected by Pennywise's presence. They don't think straight, or they're not moral or ethical. No, they're twisted because that's who Pennywise is. He's a twisted fucking interdimensional spider who feeds off fear and blood. Okay? They just put they put that scene in the movie so that they can show people how twisted and demented everyone who lives in Derry is because of Pennywise's presence there. The influence that he gives off. You know? Kind of like a stench within the atmosphere. You can't help to smell it. It's the same thing with Pennywise's presence there. Got nothing to do with Hollywood attacking the LGBT community. Are you kidding me? Hollywood is the last that would ever do things like that. Because apparently Hollywood's into the trend of not making money since they're always bending over for the SJWs. But to the LGBT community, no, this is not an attack on you. This is just a movie to horrify you. That's the point. I repeat myself. It's a horror movie. It's meant to horrify you. It's not meant to... I mean, what you expect Pennywise to do, waiting on the other side of the river after he picks up the guy from being thrown off the bridge? You know, that the boyfriend across the river would have been like, no, don't kill him, he's my boyfriend. Would you expect Pennywise to say, what? He's your boyfriend? Oh, I'm sorry. I won't kill him now. I wouldn't want anybody to think I'm a homophobe. You know, because I love people of that, a sexual orientation. You know, what you expected that to happen? That's just the way things are. It's a horror movie. It's a fucking killer clown from outer space. That's another film. I recommend that one also. But, I mean, just grow the fuck up. Okay? Oh, it's okay for everybody else to get killed, but the gay guy isn't? Oh, it's okay for the black guy to get killed. It's okay for the woman to get killed. It's okay for the little girl to get killed. But not the gay guy. Hell no. Nobody touched the gay guy. That's fucked up. You wanted equality? Welcome to equality. That's what it is. That's what it is. Sorry to burst your bubble there, but that's equality. You wanted it, you got it. Grow up. Also, if you haven't seen the film of It Chapter 2, it's in theaters right now. I highly recommend you watch it. If you're an old schooler like myself who actually grew up with the classic Pennywise portrayed by Tim Curry, the TV adaptation, you know, I felt the same way you did. I wasn't really looking forward to it the first time it came out, but it actually is a good film, and I do recommend it to anybody else who hasn't seen neither parts 1 or 2. So, It Chapter 2 in theaters now. Thank you for watching, and I will be releasing more in the upcoming days. I am not going to give you an actual schedule because sometimes you say that you're going to do it on one day and it doesn't happen, and people are going to be like, what the fuck? So, thank you for watching.